Hello friends, in previous video we have seen geometrical meaning of derivative and its example. Now in this video let us see theorem on inverse function. So let us see theorem. Suppose y is equal to f of x is a differentiable function of x on an interval I and y is 1 1 on 2 and dy by dx not equal to 0 on I. Also, if f inverse y is differentiable on f of I, then d by dy in bracket f inverse of y bracket complete is equal to 1 upon f dash of x or dx upon dy is equal to 1 upon dy by dx, where dy by dx not equal to 0. Now let us see this theorem and its proof. So here we have y is a function in x variable. So y is equal to f of x is a differentiable function. So we have to write here or given that y is equal to f of x and we have to take inverse. F inverse of y is equal to x or x is equal to f inverse of y are differentiable functions of x. Now here on an interval I and y is 1 1, it means that y is a differentiable function with itself, and onto means y is a differentiable function with another function, and dy by dx its value is not equal to 0 on interval I. And also if f inverse of y is a differentiable function on this function on interval I, then we have to prove that f inverse of y is equal to 1 upon f dash of x. It means that dx upon dy is equal to 1 upon its multiplicative inverse dy by dx, where dy by dx not equal to 0. But we know that definition of derivative. Derivative is a fundamental idea of calculus, and therefore it's all about the rate of change of function. And therefore for change of function we consider delta, and delta is a small increment we use for small increment in x, y or other functions. So let us see. Let there be an increment, or we can write small increment of x, say delta x. Similarly we can say that for y, small increment. Similarly there will be a small increment in y, say delta y, as delta x and delta y are small increments and therefore we can say that delta x not equal to 0 and delta y not equal to 0. If delta x and delta y not equal to 0, then here we have to take, or we have delta x upon delta y into its multiplicative inverse delta y upon delta x is equal to 1. Therefore we can write in this way, delta x upon delta y is equal to, we can shift this value to right hand side, therefore 1 upon delta y upon delta x. Here delta y upon delta x and we know that y is a differentiable function of x, and therefore here we have to take limit delta x tends to 0. Taking limit delta x tends to 0 on both sides, we get, therefore limit delta x tends to 0, delta x upon delta y is equal to limit delta x tends to 0, 1 upon delta y upon delta x. Now we have to distribute this limit to the denominator. Therefore, limit delta x tends to 0, delta x upon delta y is equal to 1 upon, 1 is a constant, 1 upon limit delta x tends to 0, delta y upon delta x. Now see here in left hand side, x is a differentiable function in y, therefore delta x divided by delta y, and therefore here we have to take limit delta y tends to 0. Therefore as delta x tends to 0, delta y tends to 0. Therefore limit, we can write here, delta y tends to 0, delta x upon delta y is equal to 1 upon limit delta x tends to 0, delta y upon delta x. But we know that limit delta x tends to 0, delta y upon delta x is equal to limit delta x tends to 0, delta y upon delta x is equal to dy by dx. Since y is differentiable function of x, therefore here we can write limit delta y tends to 0, delta x upon delta y. For this we can say equation number 1. So by equation 1 upon limit delta x tends to 0, delta y upon delta x, that is dy by dx. Say equation number 2. See, right hand side of this equation is finite and exists, therefore RHS means right hand side of equation 2, that is dy by dx is finite and exists. Therefore we can say that LHS of equation 2 that is limit delta y tends to 0, delta x upon delta y exists and finite, and therefore we can write limit delta y tends to 0, delta x upon delta y is equal to dx upon dy. So we can put this value in equation 2